highlights in LSU baseball history. He's enjoyed an unbelievable 3-year career. All-tournament team in Omaha. Winner of the Golden Strikes Award. Number 3, Dylan Cruz. First team All-American, winner of the Dick Hauser Award, 209 strikeouts, an all-time SEC record. The most outstanding player of the country, number 20, Paul Skeens. And just today, this gentleman was honored by Collegiate Baseball Magazine as the National Coach of the Year, Head Coach Jay Johnson. Coach Jay Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is the first coach in NCAA history to lead his school to a national championship within the first 2 years at his institution. An amazing accomplishment for Coach Jay. For 2023 National Champions, the LSU Fighting Tigers. All right, we've got a lot of celebrating left to do, and we're going to start by introducing a number of very special guests that are here with us tonight to honor our national champions. First, let me welcome the governor of the state of Louisiana, the Honorable John Bell Edwards.
Good evening, Tiger fans. I want to thank you all for making this the best venue in college baseball anywhere in the country, not just because of the facility, but because of the fans. What you bring each and every night, not just in Baton Rouge, but what you brought to Omaha. So thank you, coach, players, congratulations, the 7th national championship for LSU baseball. Congratulations and thank you. The people of Louisiana love the LSU Fighting Tigers, and they love those jello shots too. 68,888. So congratulations to you. Go Tigers, and God bless.
Thank you so much, Governor Edwards. So throughout this evening, we're going to bring up a few players and have them speak to you guys, maybe answer a couple of questions. about their careers and about the experience in Omaha that led to a national championship. First player I'd like to bring up to the podium is our first baseman, number 18, Trey Morgan, native of New Orleans, Louisiana. Trey, just going to ask you a couple of questions. And first of all, anything you'd like to say to the crowd first, go ahead.
I mean, I just want to, first and foremost, thank y'all for the best 3 years of my life. This was awesome. I wouldn't have rather do it anywhere else. And I thank y'all. And it's an honor to put LSU back on top.
So, Trey, I think we're going to have it up on the board here. It's your defensive play against Wake Forest, one of the greatest plays defensively in College World Series history. All right. Trey, give us your thoughts, your perspective on how that play unfolded.
I mean, the play unfolded just like it does in practice. The hundreds of thousands of times we did it right here until we got it right, it looked just like that.
So you've enjoyed a remarkable career here, native of New Orleans, worked tremendously hard from the time you were a small child with your mom and dad giving you all that support. Talk about what that support meant to you and how it got you to where you are now.
Yeah, I mean, my family is definitely my biggest supporters. Without them, I wouldn't be here. This would all be a dream. Growing up in New Orleans, you look at LSU play on TV, whatever sport it is, and you want to emulate them. You want to follow in their footsteps, and I got the chance to do it. It was an honor. It's awesome.
Trey, thank you so much for everything, and congratulations. You are a true national champion.
Yes, thank y'all. Thank you.
All right, please help me to welcome now to the podium our next very special guest, the Mayor President of East Baton Rouge Parish, the Honorable Sharon Weston Bloom.
How about this? LSU, 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 go Tigers! How many Tiger heads do we have out there tonight? How many baseball fans do we have out there tonight? Well, Coach, we want to invite you to come up. We want to celebrate you tonight and our wonderful baseball team. We are Baton Rouge proud of our LSU Tigers, of the baseball team, and we want to present you on behalf of the city of Baton Rouge, also our office, the key to the city. These baseball Tigers and you have definitely won the key to our hearts. Go Tigers!
Thank you so much, Mayor Bloom, and thank you so much for being with us here this evening to celebrate this very special occasion. All right, time to bring up another player. How about a young man who hit 24 home runs on the year, including one very special one that lifted the Tigers into the College World Series Finals. Let's take a look. Bottom of the 11th inning versus Wake Forest on Thursday night.
We're leading 3-2. It's
That was another of Tommy's home runs. That one came in the National Championship Series. But of course, Tommy, you did hit that walk-off home run against Wake Forest. What a game that was. No score going into the bottom of the 11th inning. Your teammate Dylan Cruz leads off the inning with a base hit. Brings in a relief pitcher. First pitch that you see from him sails into the seats of Charles Schwab Field, lifts the Tigers into the National Championship Series. Your thoughts on how it unfolded?
Yeah, I was just looking to drive a pitch and up. I knew how to get the ball up. I didn't want to get into a double play. I was actually sitting fastball, got a slider, but I was just too amped up and I had to swing. Got with the bat head on front and it got in the air.
So, of course, this is your first year at LSU.
Yeah.
It won't be your last. Tommy's back for 2024, by the way, fans. Just your thoughts on this experience, Tommy, when you first arrived here last summer, the expectations that you had and how this experience maybe has exceeded what you expected.
Yeah, and more. I mean, being an LSU Tiger is everything. This is my home now, and I love it. Every single one of you guys. It's been awesome.
Tommy, thanks so much. Congratulations. Tommy White. So fans, as you know, LSU is governed by a which oversees Louisiana's flagship university and its many campuses around the state. At this time, please join me in welcoming the chairman of the LSU Board of Supervisors, Sarpy Jones.
What an incredible evening to be in Alex Box Stadium. Good evening, Tiger Nation. It is my great honor and privilege to be here this evening to celebrate the powerhouse of college baseball, the LSU 2023 NCAA Baseball National Champions. I am thrilled to celebrate your extraordinary accomplishment as you continue to build upon the foundation for greatness that was established during Coach Skip Burtman's era, that continued with Coach Paul Maneri, and now with Coach Jay Johnson. Thank you to our talented and accomplished baseball players, Coach Jay Johnson and the entire coaching and support staff for such an exhilarating season. You started the season as #1 in the country, and you finished the season as #1 in the country. You were the clear champions from day one. Not only did Tiger fans tune in, but the nation watched as you won the Men's College World Series, the most watched game in its history. You have contributed to the legacy of dominance and distinction in baseball and the LSU brand. Thank you, Governor John Bell Edwards, members of the Louisiana Legislature, my fellow members of the LSU Board of Supervisors, Mayor President Sharon Western Broom, our faculty, staff, students, Bayou Bengals, and students everywhere for supporting, celebrating our student athletes. On behalf of the LSU Board of Supervisors, congratulations, champions.
Thank you, Board of Supervisors Chairman Valencia Sarpy Jones, and we greatly appreciate the support of our Board of Supervisors. All right, time now to bring up another player. Let's bring up a fifth-year senior who has 2 degrees from LSU. Comes to us from New Orleans, Louisiana, Cade Bosa. championship series against Florida. Again, a very dramatic, thrilling game. Top of the 11th inning, scores tied. Kate Beloso at the plate. Let's take a look. What a great moment, Kate. That home run gave the Tigers the lead, and LSU closed it out in the bottom of the eighth to win game one of the championship series. Kate, just your thoughts on that at-bat and what it meant to you and your club.
Yeah, I mean, he just blew a 0-1 fastball right by me, and it was a terrible pitch, a terrible swing, so I kind of knew he was coming back with that again, and, finally got a good one to put a good swing on, and it happened, and just was so thankful that, we won that game and won the national championship, so.
Kate, I think everyone here knows how hard you've worked to be in this position. You had a great freshman season in 2019. Of course, we had the COVID season of 2020. 2021 didn't go the way you wanted, but you came back with Coach Jay and worked very hard, worked yourself into the starting lineup for 2022, and that's awful injury right before the season started. You could have ended your career after last year. You decided to come back. Just tell us your thoughts on what it meant to you to return here, to play for these great fans and for your teammates, and to reach the pinnacle of college baseball.
Yeah, I mean, it means the world to me. Thank you so much for, welcoming me with open arms for the past 5 years, and I love you guys so much. And I just want to, I love Coach Jay so much, and, he wasn't going to let me end a career like that, and I was so thankful, and I'm forever indebted to Coach Jay and, teammates in the LSU, sorry.
Kate Beloso, folks. Thanks, Kate. Thank you. Now it's my pleasure to welcome to the stage the president of the Louisiana State University System, Dr. William F. Tate IV.
Coach Johnson, every player, every coach, athletic department staff, I want to give my heartfelt congratulations. And I don't know if you're like me when you come to the Alex box, you might want to listen to what the players are listening to when they walk up to the box. I always pay attention to it. I have a couple I'm going to share with you. I know it's hot, but these guys deserve this. The first one I always hear is this Calabria 2008. It resounds through the stadium. It's like an anthem, a fierce determination. That song didn't win a Grammy, but the guy that played that song won the Golden Spikes Award, and that's Dylan Cruz. Sometimes we don't talk about freshmen. We have number 13 from Utah, Mr. Paul. I listened to his song a couple times. You know how we do it. It resonated in the air. It represents the swagger in this team, the confidence they have. Who in the world loses game 2 of a series by 20 and turns around and takes the natty by 14? This is not a football game, folks. This is what you call swag. You have to know what you're doing and you have to be fearless with an attitude. I could go on with the songs, but I want to say something to each one of you. First of all, personally, I'm going to say this from the heart. I have never been in an athletic event in my life where an athlete comes up the bat who is struggling, and the fans give him a standing ovation and call his name out. I have never seen that before in my life. You're the best. LSU family, the players aren't the only ones with walk-up songs. Every time we come to this box, every single game, we start with the national anthem. Every game. Governor Edwards, I know you're a man of the United States Military Academy, the Army, but the group that originally adopted what we call our national anthem was the United States Navy. Yes. They did it in 1889. And in this box, every time I walked up to hear that walk-up song, that most important song that we sing, you all do something that's a little bit different than the Navy had it planned out. The words are like, over the land, or over the land of the free, and the home of the... It's most appropriate that y'all change that song up, because LSU is the shipyard of college sports. LSU athletics is aiming to be and have more ships than any naval yard in the world. And I gotta say this. We already had a little bit of Navy flowing. I'm sorry, Governor. We're crewing on the SSS Dillon. We're covered by a tank named Tommy. We're supported with air cover by skis. We defended our first position with the Morgan, and up the middle is guarded by Thompson, Dugas, Travinsky. Our outer perimeter is patrolled by Joe Bear and Pearson. But also, that's a stealth. Folks, all hands on deck. Best pitching staff in the country. I know we shortened the Star Spangled Banner, but I have to say this to you. We only do the first verse. The fourth verse includes this. And this is our motto, in God we trust. I say this as your president. I pray every day for this university. I pray for this team and trusted that no player would experience a life-altering injury and that LSU baseball would play their very best. Prayer answered. Thankful. Go Tigers.
Thank you so much, President Taylor. Also joining us tonight, a gentleman we'd like to recognize with us is the Lieutenant Governor of Louisiana, Billy Nungesser, here with us this evening. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Nungesser, for joining us as well. Now time to bring up another fifth-year player also who has earned 2 LSU degrees during his fantastic playing tenure. He's played just about every position on the field except pitcher and catcher during his LSU career. From Homer, Louisiana, Gavin Dugas. So Gavin produced the very first run of many runs scored by the Tigers in Omaha when he hit the home run against Tennessee in the opener. And he also homered in Game 1 of the National Championship Series against Florida. Let's take a look. Gavin, you guys had such a remarkable offensive season. Just 1 through 9, there's such balance and power throughout the lineup. Just your thoughts on what it was like to be in a lineup with the guys of that caliber.
At the end of the day, it's just awesome to be able to be a part of a team like this. And when you see 1 through 9 every day as a pitcher, an opponent, I get really nervous. And I always get nervous for our opponents just because of the caliber of talent that we have, not only 1 through 9, but on the bench. Guys that get up and get ready to play like that just shows you how good and how well coached we are. So it just gives the credit to the coaching staff and the ability level of the players.
So Gavin, in 2021, as you know, fans led the SEC in RBI. In 2022, had to battle through a lot of injury, but still by the end of the season, was making major contributions to the Tigers at the NCAA Regional. This year, hard to believe he wasn't even in the starting lineup when the season began, but worked his way back to a position of prominence. Tigers starting second baseman, one of the leaders of the club. Gavin wearing that number 8 jersey now for 2 years. Just tell us what it has meant to you to be a part of that program and to be in that leadership position.
There's no greater university than LSU. We're the best. Coming to this place, being from home, Louisiana, it's always been a dream come true. And being able to wear a number 8 is just an honor that I dreamed about every night. You know, and you guys make it so special. My teammates, my coaches, being here for 5 years, it's been home. So at the end of the day, it's just such a great position, and I'm really thankful from the Lord just to be able to be here today and talk to you guys, and it's just awesome. I love you guys.
Thank you so much, Gavin. Congratulations. All right, fans, it's time now to hear from the gentleman who, as I told you earlier, was named the Collegiate Baseball National Coach of the Year. In just 2 seasons, he's led the Tigers to the Promised Land, the championship at Omaha, College World Series champions. Please welcome our coach, Jay Johnson.
So I didn't do a lot of preparing for this speech today because I was working on 2024 season, so bear with me. I did want to peel back the curtain and talk about this team a little bit because this was a special journey. On January 14th, we had a meeting, which was the day before we could start practice or training, as we call it, this spring, and we came up with just a thought process, and we titled it The Road to the Top. And I'll be honest, this is the very first team that I've coached from day one that I believe could win a national championship. And on that day, on January 14th, I just asked a very simple question, like, what do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? And it was very clear and very serious, Coach, we're going to win a national championship. And so I started with that because it's very easy to know you have a good team or a talented team. It's an entirely different thing to commit to it every single day and then follow that road step by step to the top. And as I said on Monday night, it was more gratifying because we didn't just win the national championship on Monday night. These guys were national championship people and players every day of the 2023 season. So in that meeting, once we decided that that's what we wanted to do, we broke it down very simply. What did we need to do that? We wanted to play a brand of baseball that you, our fans, the best fans in college baseball, this university, the entire state, could be incredibly proud of. So right now, I want you to give these guys a hand because that's exactly what they did. What did they do? They played with great fundamentals. We had the best offense in college baseball. We led the country in on-base percentage, slugging percentage, runs, and I don't know if there's ever been a team that's more exciting to watch with the style that they played offense. It was a pitching staff that struck out 798 guys over the entire season. They competed, and what does competing mean? To us, it meant simply this. I wanted them to value winning more than anybody else that sat in that dugout across from us. And I think if you saw this team on a night-in and night-out basis, nobody valued winning more than the 2023 Tigers, and that was demonstrated every pitch of every inning of the entire game. It led to 54 wins. Lastly, We talked about character, having the ability to make the right decisions both on and off the field and represent you in a way that you deserve to be represented. We talked about being a no-drama program. And you didn't hear one thing about one player for an entire school year doing anything other than something positive for this university. The physical talent, borderline about wanting to dominate the middle game. What that means, staying in the moment. So much so, like I didn't really realize we were going to win the national championship till 1 out in the 9th inning the other night because we were all so locked in on staying in the moment. Recovering from failure, I think they lost 2 games in a row 2 times all year. And when you think about the schedule that we played, that's borderline remarkable. They resisted the urge to be complacent. And I don't think you ever saw them take a night off in terms of doing what they needed to do to win. They played to a standard above winning. They were the most selfless group of players in America, which I wanted to highlight. Hayden Travinsky, stand up for a second. I'm pretty sure this guy had a pretty good NCAA regional here. I'm pretty sure he had a pretty good super regional, and he did not start a game through the first 25 games of the season. And not one time, and we all saw his talent, did he ever question, why am I not playing? He just kept working, getting better, improving, and when it was his time, boy, was it his time. Milazzo, where you at? Milazzo, yeah. The guy's got a broken leg and he's standing up right now. Give him a hand. I'm not sure there's a better defensive catcher in the country, but we have a lot of catching talent when you look at Brady Neal, Alex, and Hayden, who all contributed to this national championship, but again, wasn't playing every day right from the start, but never wavered. Caught a phenomenal College World Series once Hayden and Brady were both hurt. And how about this guy's offense? He was on base his first 3 at-bats of the national championship game the other night, hit over 290. So I bring that up because being selfless was a big part of this deal. And how do we define selfless with this team? We didn't have to look too far because you had 2 of the greatest coaches in college baseball history right here with Skip Bertman and Paul Maneri. And all we wanted to do, go ahead. How we defined being selfless was the way they got their players to be selfless. And there's stories of Kurt Ainsworth redshirting and then becoming a pitcher on one of Coach Bertman's great teams. Mikey Montook and Austin Nola didn't start at the beginning of their freshman year on the 2009 national championship team. So we took some of those examples all throughout the program on the teams that hung the flags, that had numbers up on the intimidator and said if they can do it, we absolutely can do it, and that's what it's going to take to win a national championship. So again, give this team a hand for being the most selfless team in America. So it's really hot out here, so I'll finish with this. We in the SEC tournament in Hoover, Alabama, we lost 2 5-4 games in the SEC tournament. Didn't feel like we were playing our best baseball. Had a team meeting. They had a team meeting as well. And we just talked about 2 things. For the next 4 weeks, make sure you have the right head, the right heart. We're 5 wins away from the College World Series. We're 10 from a national championship, even though it actually took 11. And they absolutely did it. So give these guys one more hand as the national champions in 2023. SID in the country for any sport is state of Louisiana, LSU. You have my entire heart. There's nowhere else in the world that I want to coach baseball than right here, right now. I love you guys.
Coach Shay Johnson. So at this time, we'd like to announce the recipients of some very special awards, in fact, the most prestigious awards in college baseball. Coach Johnson will make these presentations to the players. So at first, we will announce the winner of the Dick Hauser Trophy. Now, the Dick Hauser Trophy is named in honor of Dick Hauser, who was a player and coach at Florida State, then went on to a great career as a manager. In fact, led the Kansas City Royals to the 1985 World Series title. Then just 2 years later, he tragically died of cancer. Well, his daughters created a foundation in his name and a means by which to honor the best NCAA Division I player each year, honored with the Dick Hauser Trophy. Now, prior to this year, LSU had one winner of the Dick Hauser Trophy. You all remember Eddie Furness in 1998. Eddie's number 36 is one of the retired jerseys here at the box. Eddie won it in 1998, but it had been 25 years since an LSU player had won the Dick Hauser Trophy until this year. The winner of the 2023 Dick Hauser Trophy, America's Ace, the best pitcher in the country, Paul Skeens. So the Dick Hauser Trophy, by the way, is on its way. It'll be to Paul very soon, so he'll have it in his possession. Another trophy which he picked up, of course, just the other night, most outstanding player of the 2023 College World Series. Congratulations to Paul for that very prestigious honor as well. Paul, of course, you had 2 very productive years at the Air Force Academy, actually pitched on this field against LSU as a member of the U.S. Air Force Falcons team. Last summer, you made the decision that you wanted to have the opportunity to play professional baseball. In order to do so, you'd have to leave the Air Force Academy, which I know is a very difficult decision. You, of course, had many schools who wanted you to come and play for them. LSU was your choice. Tell us why.
Yeah, obviously the brotherhood at Air Force is very difficult to walk away from. But I'm glad I got it here and got to experience it with these boys. And I mean, you guys are a big reason why I came here. The fans and playing here at Alex Box every weekend was way too good to pass up. And so glad that I came here.
Paul, of course, we know about your incredible numbers on the field and the impact you made for this team throughout the year. Maybe what fans don't see is the way you impacted your teammates. I know throughout the year, your teammates, whenever they were asked about you, spoke about your presence in the locker room and what it meant. Tell us what you thought was most important for you to bring to this team.
I think coming here to lead and kind of build a brotherhood among other people. Obviously, when I come here, I'm going to have a brotherhood with each guy on the team individually, but building that with other people and building the love in the locker room among everybody else that was in there. To have the camaraderie and experience everything together as a team led to a lot of fun moments.
Fans, you may also be aware of Paul's very philanthropic side. He pledged an amount of money for each strikeout that he fired this year, and there were 209 of them. He pledged funds for each strikeout to Folds of Honor. Paul, tell us about Folds of Honor and what it means.
Yeah, obviously coming from the military, it means a lot to me, the sacrifice that everybody in the military makes. I had two teammates who died. One of them died while I was at the Air Force Academy, and one of them died before I got there while they were in service. And their families have partnered with Folds of Honor, to help their families and others get scholarships to get education. And so I wanted to do something to give back to the community that offered so much to me. And Folds of Honor was an opportunity for me to do that. And I'm glad we had a lot of strikeouts, and I'm glad we had all of you guys donate as much as you guys did. It means a lot to a lot of people.
And finally, Paul, I don't think any scene depicted the camaraderie and the spirit of the LSU baseball program after the final out was recorded on Monday night. And Alex Milazzo, who had suffered a broken leg early in the game, hopped on your back and you carried him to the dog pile. Tell us what that meant to you.
Yeah, it meant everything. Alex caught me all year, and there's a special bond between the pitcher and the catcher, and I was next to him in the dugout, and I told him I wasn't going out there if he wasn't coming out there with me. So we found a way to do that, and I'm glad he got to experience it.
Paul Skeens, thank you so much for everything you've contributed to our program, to our university, to our state. We greatly appreciate it. Now, this has never happened before in the history of college baseball, where one school produced both the Dick Howser Trophy winner and the Golden Spikes Award winner. Now, the Golden Spikes Award, regarded as the Heisman Trophy of college baseball, it also had been won just once by an LSU player, and that guy's in the house with us tonight, the 1989 winner, Ben McDonald. Ben, of course, led LSU to Omaha on 2 occasions, went on to a great Major League Baseball career, and now a very prominent announcer with ESPN. So it's been since 1989 since LSU had a Golden Spikes Award winner, until this young man came along here 3 years ago. In 2021, made a tremendous impact, was the National Freshman of the Year, 2022 First Team All-American, SEC Player of the Year, 2023 again First Team All-American, the first player in SEC history to win SEC Player of the Year in back-to-back seasons, and to cap it all off, just before the second game of the championship series, he was announced as the winner of the 2023 Golden Spikes Award, All-American Dylan Cruz. All right, Dylan. I think you wanted to say a few words first, so I'll let you go speak to the fans.
Man, that thing's heavy. No, I just want to say none of this is possible without you guys, these coaches here. I mean, I can't put words to it. This is unbelievable. Thank you guys for the support for these past 3 years, best 3 years of my life. I mean, these guys behind me have built some of the best relationships with them. We're national champions, baby. What else can I say?
So Dylan, in the spring of 2020, you're a senior in high school in Longwood, Florida. You've already attracted, of course, the attention of all the Major League Baseball clubs. You could have easily been selected very high in the 2020 draft and started your professional career, but you elected instead to come here to LSU. Tell us about that decision and how it's benefited you.
Yeah, it was a tough decision. You know, I was an 18-year-old kid, not really sure what to do with my life, and you know, every single day LSU was on my mind. You know, it felt like it was something that I couldn't miss out on, and you know, it was a week before the draft. I decided I'm going to take myself out and I'm going to go to school here and experience this with my teammates and, you know, get ready for the next level. And best decision of my life for sure.
I know Coach Johnson all year really emphasized how important your leadership was to the club. And I think that leadership was no more evident than last Monday. Tigers suffered an agonizing loss to Wake Forest. And you guys know you've got to win 3 games in 3 days to advance to the National Championship Series. You have to go through Tennessee, and then you have to go through the team ranked number 1 at the time, Wake Forest. Just your thoughts on the way the club came together and approached what appeared to be a very daunting task, approached it with confidence and succeeded.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like, you know, that wasn't a task that we couldn't handle for sure. You know, we've been dealing with that all year, and, you know, it just goes back to our motto since day one, just one pitch at a time, and controlling the strike zone, and we do that, good things will happen. And I wouldn't rather to have another team do that than these guys right here and go to war with them every single day. So it was awesome.
Then, of course, finally culminates with the College World Series Championship Series. You guys get a thrilling win against Florida in Game 1. Game 2 is a rough day for LSU. And, you know, a lot of folks were probably questioning whether or not the Tigers could rebound. But I remember your statement in the press conference after the game. You said, and this is maybe about 15 minutes after the game was over, you said, I think everyone in our locker room has already forgotten about it. We've moved on.